Welcome back to Future Forward, the podcast where we decode the future of work and wealth. I'm your host, Maria.
And I'm Gabriel, and today we're diving into a topic that I think is, well, it's overdue. We're going to talk about making money online.
But not in the way everyone else does. I mean, if I see one more video about dropshipping or Amazon FBA, I might actually scream.
Right? It's always the same four things: dropshipping, Amazon FBA, real estate, maybe stock trading if they're feeling spicy. It's like a broken record.
Exactly. And look, those can work. People have made money, but they are incredibly crowded spaces now. It's like trying to get a spot on the beach on the 4th of July. You're fighting for every inch.
100%. The real money now, the real opportunity, is in the places most people aren't even looking. It's in these less crowded, more creative online businesses that are quietly booming.
That's what today is all about. We're pulling back the curtain on the online income ideas that no one seems to be talking about. The ones that don't require $1 million in startup capital or a PhD in marketing. These are the side hustles for the new economy.
Yeah, this is the good stuff, the stuff that's actually working right now in this economy. It's all about a massive shift that's happened in the last few years.
And we've brought in a special guest to help us do just that. Alex, welcome to Future Forward. Alex is the creator of the wildly popular Niche Navigator newsletter and has built multiple successful online businesses using the very strategies we're discussing today.
Absolutely. It's a fundamental restructuring of where value comes from, and it's happening faster than most people realize. For the last century, the entire economy was built on the idea of barriers to entry. Value was tied to physical goods and centralized distribution. You needed a factory to make things, a complex supply chain to move them, and a physical storefront to sell them. Each of those steps required immense capital, effectively locking out the average person. The internet, over the last 20 years, has systematically dismantled every single one of those barriers. The new scarcity isn't physical products, it's attention and trust. And the new currency is the specific, targeted solution to a niche problem. When you layer on the developments of just the last few years, it becomes even more profound. AI can now act as your creative partner, helping you write, design, and even create video content. Automation allows a single person to run systems that used to require a team of 10, handling everything from marketing emails to customer service inquiries. Content businesses, which are essentially just the packaging and delivery of specialized information, can be built and scaled with nothing more than a laptop and a good Wi-Fi connection. But the most profound mindset shift, the one we really need to hammer home, is this idea that you don't need millions of followers. That's the old world industrial era mindset of mass marketing being misapplied to the digital age. What you need is what Kevin Kelly famously called 1,000 true fans, or maybe just 100. A small, dedicated, passionate audience that you can serve deeply and build a real relationship with. When you have that, the equation changes. A small, engaged audience plus a targeted digital product doesn't just equal some side income, it equals a stable, resilient, and often deeply rewarding business that you control completely. It's a fundamental move away from chasing scale and toward creating significance for a select.
It really is a whole new economy. It's not about physical products anymore, not really. The internet has matured. It's about digital products, it's about AI tools that can do the heavy lifting for you, it's about automation.
Print on demand, content businesses, it's about leveraging technology to create assets that work for you 24/7. And the best part is, you don't need to reach everyone.
This is the biggest mindset shift. People think they need millions of followers to make a living online. It is absolutely not true anymore. Small, niche audiences, like super specific audiences, are making people full-time incomes. That's the core of it. The new online economy isn't about massive scale, it's about deep connection. It's not about trying to be the next Amazon. It's about being the go-to person for a small, passionate group of people. The tools we have now, from AI assistants to global platforms like Etsy, have leveled the playing field. You don't need a warehouse or a huge marketing budget anymore. You just need a specific idea and the willingness to serve a specific community. That's the core of it. The new online economy isn't about massive scale, it's about deep connection. It's not about trying to be the next Amazon, it's about being the go-to person for a small, passionate group of people.
It's the 1,000 true fans theory, but on steroids. If you have 100 or even 50 dedicated people who love what you do and you create a valuable digital product for them, that's a real business. Exactly. And that community-first approach is the fundamental difference. The old model was about shouting at everyone, hoping someone would listen. The new model is about whispering to the right people, knowing they're leaning in to hear you. It's a shift from broadcasting to narrowcasting. And that's a much more sustainable and, frankly, more enjoyable way to build a business. You're not just chasing faceless customers. You're building a loyal audience, one person at a time.
That's the key idea right there. Small audience plus a targeted digital product equals real sustainable income. It's not about going viral, it's about going deep with a small group of people.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics. What's the first idea that people are sleeping on?
All right, idea number one, and it's my personal favorite, digital downloads. I'm talking about simple, downloadable files that solve a very specific problem.
This is such a game changer because the work is all up front. You create it once and you can sell it forever.
Forever! Think about it. Templates are huge right now. People will happily pay $5, $10, $20 to save themselves hours of work. For example, Notion templates. People are making thousands a month selling customized dashboards for productivity, for students, for small businesses.
Or wedding templates. That's a massive market. Invitations, planners, seating charts, anything a frantic bride or groom might need. They'll pay for the convenience in a heartbeat.
Totally. Budget spreadsheets in Google Sheets or Excel, fitness planners and trackers, social media templates for Canva, for real estate agents or restaurant owners who don't have time to design their own posts.
Resume templates. That's another great one. Kids' activity principles for parents. Think coloring pages, learning games, scavenger hunts, language learning worksheets. The list is endless.
It really is. You find a problem that can be solved with a simple document or template, you create a really good version of it, and then you put it up for sale on a platform that has a built-in audience.
Right. Platforms like Etsy are perfect for this. People are already on Etsy searching for a wedding invitation template or budget spreadsheet. You just have to show up in the search results. Gumroad is another one, great for creators. Or you can build your own simple site with Shopify.
Let me give you a more concrete example of this. I follow this graphic designer online. She loves creating these beautiful, minimalist illustrations. For years, it was just a hobby, but she noticed that a lot of her followers were asking for phone wallpapers or prints. Instead of setting up a whole print shop, she created a digital download pack. For $10, you get a zip file with 20 of her best designs formatted perfectly for your phone. She put the link in her bio, she made it once. Last I heard, that single $10 product was making her over $2,000 a month. No shipping, no inventory, just pure profit from a passion project. That's the kind of scale we're talking about here. It's not about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about creating a sustainable, meaningful income stream from something you love. The beauty is the leverage. You do the work once, and the internet sells it for you while you sleep. No inventory, no shipping, just pure profit after the platform fees. It's brilliant.
Okay, that's a fantastic one. What's number 2?
Income idea number 2 is a twist on an old classic, print on demand, but with a focus on micro niches.
Okay, so we're not talking about starting a generic t-shirt store with a funny cat picture on it.
God, no, that is a race to the bottom. The secret is to get absurdly specific. The riches are in the niches, as they say, but I'd argue the empires are in the micro niches.
Okay, give me some examples. How micro are we talking? Let's break down the psychology of why this works so well. When you create a product for a micro niche, you're not just selling a t-shirt, you're selling a badge of identity. You're creating a symbol that says, I belong to this tribe. Someone who's obsessed with their corgi doesn't just see a dog shirt. They see their dog, their community, their identity reflected back at them. That's an emotional connection, and people pay for that feeling. A generic I love dogs shirt can't compete with that level of specific, personal validation. It's the difference between a generic birthday card and a heartfelt, handwritten letter. One is mass market, the other is personal. And in the new online economy, personal always wins.
Think about identity. People love to buy things that represent who they are. So instead of a general I love dogs shirt, you make one for a specific dog breed, a shirt for corgi owners or greyhound owners.
Okay, I see. Or instead of a generic nurse shirt, it's a shirt for nurses or pediatric nurses. Something that says, I get it, I'm one of you.
Exactly. Think about hobbies and passions. There's a huge subculture around pickleball right now. Make shirts for them. Or for book lovers, gardeners, runners, campers, Pilates girls.
You can get even more specific. Shirts about Jewish holidays, shirts for moms, but like boy moms or twin moms, shirts with inside jokes for teachers of a specific grade level.
Yes, or tied to a location, a shirt with a funny saying about a specific city, or for a specific college that isn't big enough to have a massive merchandise store. The idea is that a micro niche store will always beat a general store.
Because if you're a gardener who loves camping and you see a store that has shirts for both of those things, you instantly feel a connection. You feel seen. You're way more likely to buy it from some massive, soulless t-shirt website.
100%. And with print on demand services, you never have to touch the inventory. You just upload the design and they handle the printing and shipping when an order comes in. Zero risk.
So smart. It's all about finding a passionate, underserved community. Okay, let's move on. Income idea number 3. This one feels very now.
It is. Idea number 3 is YouTube automation channels. And I want to be clear, we are not talking about becoming a vlogger or a personality who has to be on camera.
You mean the faceless channels, the ones where you never see who is making the content.
Exactly. These channels are basically content machines built on a system. Think about channels that post relaxing music with calming visuals, or channels that summarize finance and business news.
Right, or psychology channels that explain human behavior. Luxury lifestyle channels showing off mansions and yachts. History channels, celebrity stories, top 10 lists.
The list is huge. AI story channels, business case studies, motivational videos. And the process is what makes it an automation channel. It's a machine you build.
Break that down. How does it work?
Okay, so you, the owner, are the strategist. You pick the niche and the video topics. But you don't do the grunt work. You can outsource the script writing on a site like Fiverr. Then for the voiceover, you can use a hyper-realistic AI voice. The technology is insane now. Then you hire a video editor to find stock footage and piece it all together. The thumbnail? You can make a template in Canva and just swap out the text and images. Your job is to assemble the pieces, upload consistently, and manage the system.
And the monetization is almost entirely from YouTube ads. If you pick a niche with a high CPM, like finance or luxury, you can make significant income just from the ad revenue once your channel is big enough. It's a volume game.
It's a true content asset. It takes time to build, but once that flywheel is spinning, it can generate revenue for years.
That's powerful. Okay, what's income idea number 4?
Number 4 is affiliate websites, or what some people just call niche blogs. This is another classic model that has evolved.
I love this one because it's about becoming the trusted expert in a very, very specific field. You're not trying to be a massive news site. You're trying to be the go-to resource for one thing.
Exactly, like a website dedicated entirely to reviewing the best running shoes for people with wide feet, or a blog that only does dog food reviews for specific breeds.
Baby products is a huge one. Parents will spend hours researching the best car seat or the safest stroller. If your site has the best, most in-depth reviews, they will trust you, and they'll click your links.
Travel gear, camera gear, productivity tools, software reviews. The key is to review and recommend products you genuinely believe in.
And the income comes from multiple sources, right?
Yep, the primary one is affiliate commissions. So you link to products on Amazon, and if someone buys through your link, you get a small cut. That's the Amazon Affiliates program.
And there are software affiliates too, which often pay much higher commissions, sometimes recurring monthly commissions. Plus, once you have traffic, you can put ads on your site, and eventually, brands might pay you for sponsorships. It's a great diversified income model.
For sure. Okay, we have time for one more. What's the fifth unspoken income idea?
This one is, in my opinion, the most underrated opportunity online right now: niche newsletter.
Ooh, I love this. Email is such a direct connection with your audience. There's no algorithm deciding who sees your content. If they give you their email, you're in their inbox.
It's so powerful, and again, it's all about the niche. Don't start a generic business news newsletter. Start a newsletter that curates the top 5 most important stories in AI for marketers.
Right, or a finance news summary for millennials. A weekly email with the best marketing tips. A curated list of new remote job postings. A weekly roundup of interesting startup ideas.
Tips for Etsy sellers, a summary of the real estate market in a specific city, the luxury lifestyle, travel deals. The goal is to save your reader time by curating the best information for them.
And the monetization is so flexible. Once you have a decent-sized list of engaged readers, you can sell sponsorships to companies that want to reach your audience.
You can also have a paid version, a premium newsletter with more in-depth content. You can include affiliate links for products you recommend. And you can use your newsletter to sell your own digital products, like we talked about in the first idea. It all connects. The reality check. This is maybe the most important part. The number one mistake, which we already talked about, is trying the same old saturated businesses. Jumping into general dropshipping today is just setting yourself up for failure.
The second one is quitting too early. None of these are get-rich-quick schemes. You won't make $1,000 in your first week. It takes time to build traction. People give up in month 2 right before things might have taken off in month 3.
Oh yeah, and that ties into the next one, not posting consistently. Whether it's a YouTube channel, a blog, or newsletter, the algorithm and your audience reward consistency. You have to show up week in and week out.
Bad thumbnails and titles, specifically for YouTube, but it applies everywhere. You could have the best video in the world, but if the thumbnail is ugly and the title is boring, no one will ever click on it. The packaging matters.
No niche, trying to be everything to everyone. We've hammered this point home, but it's the most common mistake. If you don't have a specific person you're creating for, you're creating for no one.
And no system. Trying to do everything manually and reinventing the wheel every time. The goal of these businesses is to build a system, an assembly line for your content or your products.
Here's a big one: watching instead of doing. Spending all your time consuming content about how to make money online instead of actually trying to make money online. Analysis paralysis is a dream killer.
It's so true. And the last one, my personal demon, is starting 10 things instead of one. Getting excited about digital downloads one week, then switching to YouTube automation the next, then trying a newsletter. You'll get nowhere. You have to pick one horse and ride it.
That's the perfect transition to our final advice. So, if someone's been listening to this entire episode and they're feeling fired up, what is the action plan?
Okay, here it is. Step 1. Pick one of these income streams. Just one. The one that excites you the most and best fits your skills.
Step 2, commit to working on it for at least 6 months. 6 months. No quitting, no getting distracted. Give it a real chance to grow.
Step 3, treat it like a real business, not a hobby. Schedule time to work on it, set goals, track your progress, take it seriously, and it will pay you seriously.
And maybe the most important piece of advice, focus on building assets, not just making quick money. A YouTube channel is an asset. A newsletter email list is an asset. A library of digital products is an asset. These things have long-term value.
This is the future. Digital products, content, automation, print on demand. This is the new digital real estate. And the people who get in now, who start building their little corner of the internet today, will be so far ahead in 2 or 3 years.
It's all about building systems, which brings us to our closing thought for today, and I think it perfectly summarizes everything we've talked about. The goal is not to work for money, the goal is to build systems that make money.
That's it for this episode of Future Forward. Go build something. We'll see you next week.